Hey YouTube, how you going? Welcome to another video where we're continuing on with our project. Slight different track. I feel we're at a good point where we've obviously built out some functionality. If you followed along my previous videos, we got the ability to add nodes, sources, delete sources, get nodes. Obviously, we also have our user authentication that we've built previously. And one of the key things that when I started this was to try and understand like how quickly and easily can you build an app with AI. So like many people, I've probably started exploring and heard about things like V0 and also bolt.new, which I was testing out. For whatever reason, I haven't landed on using one or the other. I mean, to me, so far they look kind of similar. I know a lot of people are saying to use Bolt at the moment. Yesterday, when I was trying to use V0, it wasn't working, and I had to. Oh, now it is. I had to I had to configure this stuff in my browser to support web containers. Anyway, once I did that though, now seems to be working, which is great. Now it's refreshed. If we look behind the scenes, it's using TypeScript. And then with Bolt, there's a little bit more going on. There's some validation that is built. There's a lot of config files and that kind of thing. So before I kind of dive down into anything too crazy, I just want to get AI's thoughts on how I should best structure these apps, and yeah, basically try and also work out like what types of packages and tooling I might be looking to use for this. So let's say I've built a Node.js backend and now want to build the front end. I have most of my front end experience with React and a little bit of TypeScript. I believe it would be best to use TypeScript, especially as I am also using AI to write most of this code. I'm just doing that because TypeScript adds that type safety. I'm not really good at explaining the benefits of that. I'm sure someone can do a much better job than I can, but I'm just thinking the more guardrails you have on AI, the better it might be. For a CSS framework, I've never heard of this before, but this is what Bolt uses, and it's based on Tailwind. So I'm going to ask someone recommended Shad, and I don't even know how you pronounce that, which is based on Tailwind. Originally I was trying to avoid Tailwind because it has like a you got to pay for all access to all of the features, and I was considering using Bulma. With my previous projects in the past, I actually just wrote all my own CSS, but I'm thinking for the purposes of working with AI, it's probably a little bit easier to use something that's got more documentation out of the box, right? And then I did also notice here in where is it? Table. If we scroll down here, it uses TanStack React Table. We can use TanStack React Table to extend the functionality, and that kind of leads us into something else that I'm going to talk about in just a second. But we will continue on with just asking ChatGPT this. What do you think of this? Do you recommend any other alternative approaches? If so, why? Now back to the core functionality on the front end. I previously used React Redux and also React Query. So it's been a few years. So React Redux can be considered by some people to be a little bit of an overkill, and it does require a lot more code, I would say, just from my previous experience. And yeah, this is then React Query, which is slightly different, a little bit easier to use, I think. Basically, both of these allow you to hold values in state, so that you don't always have to call the database to get updated. Or you do have to call the database to get updated details, but if you're like, for example, on a note page and then you go into an individual note, you don't necessarily need to call the API again if you're just rendering the same data in a different way. And then also, as you would notice, TanStack is also this TanStack table, and they also have 10 stack router, which I haven't used. So I'm also going to ask, and it's also got 10 stack form, whereas previously I was using, not React form, what was I using? Formic, which I believe has been deprecated. Maybe not. I'm not too sure. GitHub. Oh no. I thought it was being deprecated. Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, back to ChatGPT, which is made by 10 stack. I also previously used React Router, but see that there is also, what do you call it? 10 stack router. As well as 10 stack forms. So maybe there's benefits in using 10 stacks functionality, as I assume. Together. I also want to ensure that the code is highly modular. So that we isolate functionality. Whenever possible, and minimize global utilities or dependencies. So yeah, let's see what ChatGPT recommends. So that's the key point there, right? TypeScript adds type safety, which can be beneficial. I also did come across this. Oh, React Query is now 10 stack query. Okay, I didn't know that. Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused. Yeah, of course. I was thinking of React Router for a second. Yeah, that's right. We use context API. Okay. Yeah, that's how we want to do our functionality. Interesting. All right. So, what does verse v0 use? Don't actually. Where's the components? What is library? What is what does Can you what framework do you? Tailwind. Okay. So I definitely think Tailwind's probably the way to go, given that's what a lot of these tools are using. Let's ask a follow-up question. I'm not too sure. Can shad cn/uib if there isn't a component I need in shad. I presume the answer is yes. UI. Can I just use vanilla Tailwind utilities? Yeah, sure. So we've got the options there. All right, that's pretty good. Now, what I'm going to do is scripts generate structure. So we're going to come here, we're going to delete this. We're going to go new tab, and we're going to go cd scripts node generate structure. Run that. And then here. Cool. So we are then going to, it's been a long while since I've set up a project. So I'm just going to use AI to guide me. Change to 04 so I can upload a file. I'll pull this over here for a sec. So I want to upload. Where is it? Generate. Okay, here is the file structure of our application. In the parent folder is all of our current code for a knowledge bank app. It also has a submodule for backend. Finally, can you now walk me through setting up a TypeScript project to leverage? Come on. Alright, so the stuff at the top was what I was kind of after. So I think ideally we would have had a back-end folder and then we'd have a front, I don't know. Yeah, it'll do. Anyway, so knowledge bank. Let me just pull this over here. So we're going to cd into that. And then we're going to run this script. npx create react app dot template. Just going to there's an alternative to yeah. It's annoying. I think I have to delete that folder now. Because it's going to create it on tab. Actually, also what I noticed is we should probably just do a quick git commit, git add, git commit -m added functionality to delete sources. Git push project name. Alright, let's run this. Select a framework. Presumably, select the variant, TypeScript. What's SWC? So it's saying TypeScript plus SWC. Okay, we don't need that. Right, now run cd knowledge. I'll bring this back over here, sorry. Let's bring, oh, not on. Over here. Then it wants us to run npm run dev after, and presumably it's going to spin up a just generic home page or something. Npm run dev. There we go. Got our up and running. Works if you click things. Fantastic. So if we look at this, we've got our source. We've got assets. It's the SVG app. CSS app, app.css TypeScript. So there's our on click for the counter main. Already did that. Okay, looks, I mean, very similar to if you set up create React app before, although it's been quite some time since I've done that. So what we might just do very quickly is go git add, git commit -m added front end. So then what I want to do is I do kind of like how Bolt is approaching it. Let's download this project. What I'm going to do is come over here to Claude. I'm going to say your project knowledge includes the backend code for our project. I'm going to delete this structure. Attached to this message is actually what we need to do. Script output, delete this. CD scripts node generate structure. Got it again. Attached to this message is structure, so the knowledge bank. Say file called structure. Hope that is understood correctly. I let's go now for I forgot to provide the code. Alright, keep fight. Use Zod. One. Notifications. No. Yeah. Node testing. Where is project bot? Wait, let me upload a zip file. It's not going to let me upload everything, is it? Let's try upload as much as we can. Give it up. Okay. There are other files I still need to give. Okay, so what's it missing? I will add the you have to bear with me a bit. It's been a long time since I've written front-end code, and when I used to write front-end code, I certainly not as proficient, I don't think, as back-end code, but let's see. Let's So API configuration. Alright, so let's try and get this going. So CD back up to the root and then CD into, what do we call this? Knowledge bank front end. Knowledge bank. Right. So copy, install those. Hang on, it's with one of the imports, it's got me confused. I don't know if it's using. Okay, yeah, it missed the dependency. So copy this, install that. Install this, and then install this. Ah, sorry. Run the npm. So then, let's try and figure this out. So close that up for a second. So we need a source lib config. So lib, and in here config, and then in here API and then source. Whoop, what doesn't it like here? That might just be issue until we set up the rest of it. So let's just keep rolling with that for a second. So in here, in source, we're going to have a folder called features. And here we'll have another folder called auth. We might tidy this up later on and change it a little bit, but auth, sorry, and then we're going to have AP, not auth, and then another folder, API, and then auth, save, then copy in auth hooks, there, auth folder, hooks, this is going to be used, save, then it's kind of structured components. Structured it a little bit differently. And then app.tsx, copy. All right, then what we need to do is components. So source components. Why doesn't it? Features, auth, components, register form. Okay. What we're going to do is delete this. New tab. We're going to go cd scripts node generate structure. Then I'm going to ask chat. I'm going to say, I think we've got some of the imports around the wrong way. Well, like the folder structure is a bit different to how it expects, is my first thought with this. And then okay, so all please do all three. I was meant to put that under UI. That's annoying. We'll fix that up later. It's going to change all the folders. Yeah. All right. So let's just go through this again. Save. Where's features auth? We don't have types. Maybe I missed that. Auth schema. Okay. Oh no, these are new things that it missed. Okay, so auth folder schemas. Yeah, it's not structuring it how I wanted to, but that's okay. Let's copy API. Auth hooks. Sorry, just gonna save. Register form. Components. All right, index. Then app.tsx. Okay. Still getting bucket load errors. What we might do is just kill this, npm run dev. We'll still get errors. Registration form features /auth / components / Why is that not working? Come on, I want it to show. Obviously this isn't gonna work. Okay, here we go. I get. Okay, so this is a Vite issue. Vite.config. Where's that? Copy. Save. That was apparently right. So components, register form, this index. Okay, hang on. So we're missing an index file. I must have missed something, so API okay. Right, I think this is because this folder structure is whacked. It's not really understood what I'm doing. Okay, so it's really segmented it down way too much with these subfolders for like API and everything. That's not what I wanted it to do, but just for the purposes of getting it working, I'm just going to quickly do this. Why doesn't it like that? I don't know. Component. Okay. Hooks. Schemas. We're gonna need to fix this up. Types. And then so obviously something's still broken. SRC components card. So I think we might have we're getting this error still. Give me a list of I wanted the npm install. Okay. That's not what I was asking. React, hook form, Zod. It doesn't seem I get this error. Okay, libutils. So let's just check in libutils. There's this utils file. Okay. Lib. Bring. And then cd. It's better to see it here, I think. Okay, so some other packages. What are you not happy with now? is there. Maybe slightly different. Card. At. This component can't seem to find the file. I mean, it's in the correct location. I'm not exactly sure what I'm. Claude, I hate you. Don't know why it would not be able to find it at. No. Lib. Give it the direct. This is quite annoying. Okay, I think we're going to need to pause. We're going to need to come back because there's a couple of things. I was hoping to get around it. I mean, look at this folder structure. It's an absolute mess with like individual index. That's not what I was after. And I think that's just, causing too many issues with the imports. We've also hit the message limit for good old Claude, which is a real pain. So we'll have to come back later on and finish this off. So for now, I'm going to wrap the video and thanks for watching. Okay, we're back and we're going to try and get this React/TypeScript front end working. I have a feeling that, Claude is kind of not really followed what I wanted it to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to a new project, new chat. Why is it saying I've still got a limit? Okay, there we go. I'm going to say we have set up a React/TypeScript front end for our for the existing backend logic we have created. So far, I just have a standard src folder in which I have the boilerplate code from running Vite to create a new app. I now want to create a register form like this, which uses what's it called? UI for its components. We are also using React 10. Actually, what I might do is we're also using 10 stack router, query, and form. This project. Please take this register form and tell me. have to pause for a minute and come back because my kid's up. Okay, I think if we do this, hopefully we might be able to get the structure of the project working, and then what we can do from here is improve things. So in SRC, we are going to have a components folder. I'm just going to delete all of these for now, because obviously we've got an issue happening. All right, and then in components, what we want is UI. And then in here, we're going to have the different components that we actually need. And then within SRC, we are going to have our features, our auth, API, okay, and then API schemas and types. So what I might do is, just going to delete this too, to be honest. Still recording. Yep. Right. API schema types hooks. Okay, cool. And then lib. We had that outside. Yep. Routes. Okay, we can add that as we go in utils. All right. Great. So in I'm going to delete this config file for now. Can delete this too. Right. And then in here we're going to have and then features, auth, types. Auth types.ts, copy, save, and then schema. Let's just delete this for a second. Auth schema, copy, save. All right, API. Delete this. Copy. All right, save. Hooks. Then, so in here we need routes. Nope. All right, and then underscore. We need Ah, come on. Okay, well, it does that. Byte.config.ts. This needs to be updated. Don't know why it's giving me that option anyway. tsconfig. It's the same. And then in register form, component, give me so in components we need another folder auth, and then tsconfig.json. Composite, skip lib module res allow synthetic. Okay, so composite true, and this also need to be added. Hopefully. Why is this taking so long to install? Oh gosh. Why? So this would be up 1, up 2, features. Hang on. This is in the wrong location. This is in. Why is this? Okay. App.tsx. That's now working. Just need. Oh man, we've still got a few errors happening. I need this to finish installing. gosh, why is this? Stack React query. React. That's installed. Resolvers, that's installed. Zod, that's installed. React. Hook, that's installed. Axios is not installed. Okay, Axios isn't installed. I have no idea. npm Axios. Come on. Okay. So we're getting an error, so copy. We should run this. Come on. And shouldn't take this long far out. I guess all we can do is wait. Okay, here we go. Come on. We then need to install the shadcn UI components. Taking way too long. Come on. This is where it stopped before on this date FNS. I'm just going to stop recording. I'm going to let it sit here for 5 minutes. Hopefully it installs and then I'll come back. Okay, it still didn't really work. I'm no idea why these imports are taking so long. What is going on? Hang on. I really don't know why these installs are taking so long. Finally. Come on, hurry up. Now, just need to do each of these one by one. Already got that. Tailwind, yeah. Oh my gosh. Alright, so just following some other instructions, because yeah, it obviously okay, so then components UI. I think we're going to use up all of our messages just getting this to work. Not sure why it's having so much difficulty. Details. Pretty sure we already have these, but let's do that anyway. And then main. All right. Let's go back a little bit. So I think we followed all of the commands. I don't even know where to begin with these error messages, are crazy. I thought by going back and asking Claude just to kind of create the project from scratch that it would have not ran into so many issues, but it definitely does. And yeah, I've never used Vite, and I've not really used TypeScript. So I'm not exactly sure where some of these issues might be coming from. But hopefully we can get there. Okay, so we've still obviously got errors. Okay, so we've got a type definition error. So utils, sorry, lib honestly, I think we already have I'm not sure why I don't understand why this is like that is the folder location. Up 1, up 2. Why src? Why are they still failing? Come on. Oh, no, hang on. Now it's button. Oh, it's not failing anymore. Why is button? Why is button not? Why is button okay with it and the others aren't? That's weird. Copy. It's literally the same. What is going on? That's crazy. Why is that import cn from @lib/utils? It's the same thing. What? That does not make any sense. Okay. Whatever. Okay, so that works. Now, why is this not working? Failed to resolve import Axios. Create file. So there's no folder. And what doesn't it like here is loading. Use register. Just get rid of that for a second. What else doesn't it like here? Loading. Okay, let's just get rid of that. Register the TSX. SRC. Ah. Why doesn't it like this? Oh my goodness. We're definitely going to run out of messages. This is going to absolutely ruin my whole night. This is bizarre, man. Maybe I should have just stuck to React instead of using TypeScript. I don't understand. Argument of type string is most unwanted. Okay. What I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna go to Bolt. I'm gonna ask. Okay, what we're going to do. Yeah, I'm. There's some complexity here that I'm just not really familiar with in terms of how TypeScript projects are typically set up. So this is a whole heap of wasted time. What I'm going to do is say I have run I'm going to say I've run okay, so I have run in the front end. Okay. What we're going to do is, delete all of this. There's just too much complexity and I'm just not familiar with it, so I'm not going to waste my time. All this. Cool. So now what we can do is go npm create client at latest. What does it not like in here already? one. Okay, close all these down. What? What doesn't it like? Knowledge bank. I have no idea. Alright, anyway, so it works. Right, which is exactly where we got to before. Now with this bolt, package.json. Right, so package.json, what don't we have? Dev dependencies. Give me now, what we should have is, I wish I could just, hang on, download this. Downloads, extract all. Alright, set project. We're gonna bring in these, and then main.jsx, that's going to be the same. App.jsx is going to bring in our registration form, which we haven't yet created, and then registration form is going to be in src/components. So components, and then in here is registration form. And then in here is input field. Copy that, paste that, save that. Error is missing from promise validation. What does that? Where are prop types? I'm going to ignore it for now. Alright, save. Okay, so if we come back here, refresh. Oh no, hang on, we need to update our app. This took way longer than it should have. There's our thing, but obviously it's not styled correctly, so we are missing in our index. Save app.css. I think that no, it looks the same. Alright, what are we missing? Components, input field, tailwind config. and I know you're probably wondering, like, we could just yeah, I probably wondering, like, yeah, why don't we just download the whole Bolt file? Originally I was thinking of that, but I kind of don't want to do exactly what Bolt are doing, because I wanted to kind of just get the UI and then use things like React, tan, stack form, etc. Where have we gone wrong? So next, it's the same. Yes, lint. It's not going to matter. Main.jsx. Root. It's the same. Index. Yeah, we changed that. App.jsx. We changed that. App.css. Okay, I think if we don't think we've missed any dependencies. Let me just double check that. We got Tailwind, yep. Do I have to? Yep. Index.html. Okay, so we haven't initiated Tailwind npx. Okay, Tailwind config. Let's see. It does obviously do. If I copy it, bring this back, save. This is confusing me, given all the inputs are correct. Imports. Index dot. Yeah. understand. Ah, there we go. Had to restart. I don't know if that helped, but there we go. We have our form displaying. Oh my god, that took like 3 hours too many. Absolute nightmare. Nightmare. Alright, I'm going to stop filming here. What I want to do is I'm just going to go read some of the documentation on React Query again, bring myself up to speed with it. It's been a while since I've used it. And yeah, cool. Catch you in the next one.